Q&A round 2. You have questions, I have answers to some of your questions. So let's just get into it. Like last time, you will find all the questions in the description, so you can skip to whatever part you want, because I know not everything is interesting for everyone. So I took the time to actually spare you some time. So I hope you like it. I will not be answering questions that was answered in the last Q&A, and there's a link to that in the description. Enough introductions, let's just get started. First question. War Taco, are you petting banshees, or are banshees petting you? You know, the totally important questions. I'm definitely petting the banshees, but sometimes the banshees pet me too with their claws and it hurts a lot. You can get really bloody if you're not wearing a helmet. Daryl, for the Q&A, this is my question for you. When did you know that you have a talent for playing Dark Souls? Are you making fun of me, Daryl? I know I don't have a talent for Dark Souls. Sneaky bastard. Andre Kraken, for the Q&A, where are Fighter and Lost? I don't know, but I keep hearing some really weird sounds from the locked bedroom. The fuck around me. Do you like playing with Fighter and Lost? Yeah, yes and no sometimes. They are so big trolls. But yeah, I do have a lot of fun. Gabriel Augusto. When does the invasion start, knowing that the gnome that eat my sock at 3 p.m. just before the end of the alien dance? The answer to that is one pickle in a giant jar of kittens. Alex the Exterminator, would you ever try out something like Shadow of War? I don't know, maybe. I think it looks like a really cool game. But there's a lot of games that it looks really cool, so I'm not able to get around to everyone. So I'm kind of like, this is kind of how I decide on games. I have a long list of games that looks interesting, and when I finish a game, or even when I'm in the middle of a game, I just go to that list and go like randomly pick, okay, this one looks good today, and then I'll pick that one. Maybe. I added it to the list at least, so maybe. The last in front, can I friend you on Steam? I don't talk to people in private messages or on Steam or anything, unless I really know them. You should ask me in the comment section on YouTube or on Instagram, because if you don't post a comment in the comment section, I will most likely not see it. And I'm not allowed to accept any private things, like I said, unless I know the person or someone else that I know has said it's okay to friend this person. So, I'm sorry. Mila T, considering that your YouTube channel's name isn't a name but rather an action, do you have a name that we can use to refer to you by? Usually people just say Banshee. That's okay with me. Honest Crab. Okay, that's a really cool name. Thank you, I'm doing well myself. Also interested in the Q&A. Do you have any games that you're looking forward to play? Yes, I'm really looking forward to playing the new Borderlands that comes out. There's also a few farming games that are coming out that I really look forward to too. I know there are a lot of other games too, but I can't find my list. I know it's here somewhere, so I don't remember them right now, but those are the main games that I'm looking forward to. You do. Are you German? 9. Ikro, can you please say, if two witches would watch two watches, which watch? If two witches would watch two watches, which? If two witches would watch two watches, which would watch which watch? Done. Nailed it. Miguel Regil, where's your torture room? Right there. My question is, did you enjoy your playthrough of Dark Souls 3? And if so, are you going to consider doing of the other Fromsoft games? Maybe. I did enjoy playing it. I'm not done with it, so I'm going to continue playing it. And I will probably play the other ones too if I find them fun. PC name, Jacob Cross. Question, which system do you play Dark Souls on? And by any chance in the late future, would you even try out Bloodborne? I play on the computer, And I might play Bloodborne, but isn't that supposed to be even more difficult? That's what I heard. It looks pretty nice. In a terrible, terrible, terrible way. Coach, I got a question for you. Do you have a soul? I think I have several souls. What do you think about that, Coach? Hilder Wreck. I mean, I always wanted to know where you exactly got born in Mordor. So, hell yeah, it's time for a new Q&A. And I hope you're doing well too, Banshee. I am doing well, and I hope you're doing well too. All I know is that I was adopted. I got tossed down from a big tree. Nobody knows how I ended up in a tree. And they weren't particularly hungry that day, so they were like, yeah, I guess we can make this into a pet project. And then they decided to adopt me. And it turned out that I was a terrible, terrible soldier, and then I got kicked out of Mordor. Done. I still visit sometimes. Little Baron. As the only human left on Earth, what would you do? I would probably cry a lot, first of all. And then I would take all the pillows and build a giant, humongous pillow castle. And then I would have a lot of fun there and grab all the candy I could find and put it in there. And then I would bake all the humans and all the animal carcasses. I would try to put them in the water or just get rid of them somehow, because that's gonna smell if everyone else is dead, or at least if their bodies are still there. And then I would wonder why on Earth I was left as the only human on Earth, and then I would probably kill myself. And do you have any secret skills no one knows about? Nope, not really. Because if I have a secret skill, then that skill is secret to me too. So no secret skill that I know of yet. Odysilla, why are your shorts short? Besides that it's nearing summer. Because it feels nice and it looks good on the character, in my opinion. That's why. No rocket science. I had to pick an outfit for her, and that was the most creative thing I could come up with at the moment that looked kind of casual at the same time. The Dark Drakes 5. Potato? Potato. Elizabeth Dragon Knight. I will just ask the question here. I am here from Fighter's channel and watched a few of your videos, but I feel a little bit like Lost and Fighter trolled you into picking up Dark Souls 3 by saying it was easy and that they would help you. Is my theory true or not? It's a little bit true. They kind of were like, oh, we're gonna help you, and then we just rushed through a bunch of places and I got trolled by a bunch of places, and then they left me in the place I'm now. And I kind of don't know what I'm doing, and there's a lot of strong people there, so fighting me. So I pretty much got a bunch of souls, and they're like left to myself, and like, okay, you survived this game now that you have no idea of how you play or how you steer or how you do anything in, or what weapon is good and what weapon is bad. Good luck! So, you're kinda right. Omega Puppy, when are you going to try PvP in Dark Souls 3? I don't really think I'm the right person to play that, but maybe I'll try it in the future. Pretty sure I'd just be dead pretty fast. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be the best fit for me, considering I'm struggling with playing the game normally. Epidemic, or Dem. Q&A, what is your favorite or a few of your favorite pictures, drawings you have created? You have a lot of talent. I would love to see more of your art. Oh, thank you. That's very sweet. I think my favorite one might be this one. Or the one I'm making right now. That's definitely a favorite. And there's another one that I haven't posted yet too, which is kind of a seal, but in the Little Mermaid style, on the cliff mountain thingy with water splashing all over. I will post that later, but I haven't finished it yet. I think those are my favorites. I post everything on Instagram, and I did post stuff on DeviantArt too, but then I stopped using DeviantArt, so some of it goes up on DeviantArt and most of it goes up on Instagram. I'll be better at posting on Instagram. Moonlight Shine. I was wondering, since you did Dark Souls 3 video, and you're probably not going to do a video on Dark Souls Remastered or Dark Souls 2, any chance you'll be doing any videos on Code Vein Alka Anime Souls? Maybe. Like I said about the other games, I might play it, I might not play it, it depends on my mood. So I really don't know. It looks like a cool game though. I'm not even gonna try to say that, so A8I73R. I failed so much last time, I'm just saying it like that. Are you going to be doing more Dark Souls videos with the boys? Yes, I am. We are just really struggling to get things going because there's been holidays and there's been sickness, and I really struggle with setting a time because I don't know if I'm actually gonna be here or exist or whatever you want to call it at the time that we set, so it's kind of random. And if I'm here when they're streaming, I can't just jump into a stream because I don't stream, so it has to be me and Lost and Fire being here at the same time, and making that happen is really hard. And the first 2 times we played together too was also really hard. It took weeks before we were able to do it, everyone, so together. So we are trying to make it happen, but it's very difficult. Mr. MK Kit, what is your favorite video game and why? My favorite video game, well, that changes a lot, but I think maybe Persona is my favorite video game. I spent so many hours in it, and the story is just amazing. I really liked it. But I don't know what my favorite game is. That's the one that popped into my head right now, so I think Persona might be my favorite game. Dakota Wall, what game is the one that has had the most impact on you? And if it is Chris, then the second most impactful. I don't really know what has had most impact on me. I think maybe Gris might be the one. So other than that, I think Bendy and the Ink Machine actually, because that was one of the first games I played, and I kinda see myself in the game a little bit. It's a bit creepy. Yeah, I think actually it is Bendy and the Ink Machine the more that I think about it, to be honest. Previous sign 721. Are you still doing Dark Souls 3? Yep, I am, and I will probably finish the game, and it will probably take me forever. Done. Next. Oh, this is gonna be a long one, so feel free to skip it. Since there's so many details that you wanted me to record, I'm just gonna put the parts of it in text form because it is just way too long and I don't agree with all of it, so here's some of the information said by me and some not said by me. I have tried to keep this as short as possible, but that is very hard. And you have had so many questions that I'm now allowed to answer, or at least some of them. I wanted to be honest about this from the beginning because I didn't really see the big deal. But I couldn't be honest about me without outing another person. And she doesn't want people to know about this, so I had to be quiet. I did bring up the DID explanation part in my last Q&A. You can skip to this point in the video if you don't want to see that again. And for my face reveal, you can skip here. I will answer 3 questions in one. And those are 1. Why won't you play with me? 2. Why don't you upload more? And 3. Is your voice real? Yes and no. It's complicated. I have been diagnosed with something called DID. It really isn't as exciting as it sounds. I think you can ask anyone who knows someone who has this, and they would all tell you that it's kind of boring. But the very short and simple explanation is that it is what can happen if a small kid's brain experiences or sees something terrible. And that can make the brain go like, I know what can fix this. And then it becomes a Pokemon master. Only way less cooler. With Pokemons like 8-year-old Edna. And all the other non-cool Pokemon that aren't chosen are stuck inside the brain and experiencing a blackout. At least for the most of the time. It's kinda complicated. If I'm stuck in a Pokeball, I might be stuck for minutes or days or weeks and so on. You get the picture, I don't have to explain that. I can just say, hey Edna, isn't it my turn now? And Edna will be like, no, I'm knitting. Because it's not up to me or Edna. And the other people don't want to be a part of the social media, so I only play games with people who I can trust. So I can trust that they will delete it if I switch to someone else, because I need to respect the fact that they don't want to really be a part of this just because I'm doing it. I mean, they didn't even really want me to start YouTube, so but I did it anyways. So I at least have to respect that. And that's also why I don't do a face reveal. And unless they change their mind, I won't. But they did change. And here's my face reveal. Just kidding. Here's what I look like in this body. I'm in bed. I just invited you into my bed. No, but I have a face. Now you can see that I have a face and that I'm absolutely a guy with a voice changer. Are you surprised? Can you see my absolutely epic beard? It's a bit short right now, but it's getting there. Gonna be better than Lost My Sanity's beard. Where am I supposed to look? This is the right place. This is the right place. I have a face. Hello. I hope you're all well. So now you can see that I'm absolutely a guy with a voice changer. You see that, right? My penis is right down there. Kind of unfortunate for Lust, I guess, considering he is a straight man living with a guy that has a penis. You're in my bed because I don't have anywhere fancy to film. I know you're gonna ask. It's pretty long. He is weird. This is my face. But this is the body's face. So now you see the body's face. So now you know kind of what I look like. And as soon as I'm able to learn how to draw, I'm gonna draw how I look like too. I don't know if that matters to anyone, but it matters to me, so I'm gonna do it anyways. So, this is my face. That's not my face, but it's the face that I'm attached to right now. Well, I'm stuck in this bodysuit for a while. I am clearly, very, very clearly a guy with a voice changer. You can see that, right? Just let me prove it for you. This is my face suit. Welcome to my face suit. Here is my face suit. That's it. That's all I have to say. End of face reveal. Time for me to go scratch my balls since that's what guys do and I'm a guy with a voice changer. Bye. But back to my point. So, I'm sure you understand that is why I don't post videos as often or answer comments, although I really do my best to answer everyone or at least most of you. But it might take me a few days or a week. But yeah, but I will upload long videos when I can. I'm in the process of trying to teach some of the others to do editing also, so if she's actually interested, that will help a lot, but I can't force anyone. And I know how crazy this sounds. I live in the real world, although it doesn't sound like it by what I just said, but that's just life. We all have problems. Some people have migraines, some people have lost their legs, and I share my body with other people. By explaining the D&D part in my last Q&A, I've almost gotten no questions about it. If my voice is real or if it's not real. And before it felt like it was about 50% of it, so it has been very helpful. So I hope this video will be helpful too and that I will get less questions about the D&D part. Because I don't really have a need to talk about it. Hopefully this will give you some answers and, you know, be less about that part and more about the gaming part. I hope you brought your brain with you because this is gonna be very complicated. Like I said, I wanted to be honest from the beginning, but I couldn't say anything about myself without saying something about another person, since I have the DID, so... To explain this, I must first tell you about another YouTuber called M is for Murder. That's right, she is part of this body too. And her name is not Jasmine either. Jasmine is the body's name. It is what is on all the bank cards and all the paperwork to this body. Her name is Victoria. She is the same age as the body, 30, and one of the people who have been in the body the longest. So, yeah. She didn't want people to know that she had the ID, and she still doesn't want that. And keeping it a secret is the least I could do, considering I started my own channel to make gaming content instead of animations and drawings, because that's what I wanted to do. So she did get a little upset. But we're okay now. Okay, you guys ready? Here is how the puzzles fit together. This is just the main body. Let's just say this represents the main body. And inside of this main body, there's a bunch of other bodies, people. And some of these people are older than the body, some are the same age as the body, someone is younger, tiny, big, and very different ethnicities and opinions, and it's just a giant cluster. Did I say that? I'll censor that. It's just a big mush of a confusion, really. So, yeah. I'm not allowed to say how many people are there, or their ages, or their gender, and things like that, but this is what I can say. And that's pretty normal with this, really. It's very confusing, but that's how it is. This is me. This is Victoria. And we're gonna say that this thing is lost. And this thing is Fighter PL, because you guys have asked so much. Fighter PL has his own Fighter PL woman. This is Waifu PL, but sometimes PL is together with Lost My Sanity, but they're not really a couple, they're just kind of a couple once in a while couple. And that doesn't make Waifu PL angry, and it doesn't really make me angry, because what is one more person in all of this? She is not in love with Lost. She likes Lost as a friend, but I'm married to Lost, and a few of the other people in my head are married to Lost too. So, I know that sounds weird, we're not all married to Lost. That's just how it is. Me and Victoria work together. She helps me edit my videos, even though she doesn't like it. I don't edit the scary stuff. That's all on her, because I keep switching. Like when I made Bend and Ink Machine, because I know when the scary part is coming, and then I switched, so she had to before said it, so I wasn't getting too much done. So she decided that if I help her, she'll help me. She still loves gaming though, but she just doesn't like making gaming content. So with that, I think that's a good deal. That I return the favor by helping her with animation and drawing, because that also takes a long time, so not the best hobbies to choose considering our situation. Oh, but either way, I really like doing both, so I don't really mind. Besides, I'm not allowed to post anything on YouTube without her or Lost My Sanity looking at it first, so she might as well just help. I probably wouldn't be playing any games if it wasn't for her and Lost, and definitely not old games. Victoria is also the one that convinced me to start drawing, and I think it was mostly because animation is time consuming and we don't have that much time in the body each. So the others doesn't like gaming or drawing. I'm guessing you're gonna ask. Some of them are terrible at drawing. And some things games are stupid and boring, so it's not really too much time to go around when we're just kind of a person. So that's practical, at least some of us like the same things. I did start drawing her style, so I kind of want to find my own style, and I think I've kind of branched into my own style when it comes to making the emojis for my videos and stuff like that. But I don't know, it's hard to start drawing in a different way when I've been forced to draw the way she draws. Or well, forced is maybe bad, but when you make an animation, things should look the same. And since she was the one that taught me how to draw and we were supposed to be one person, then you know. So now that I have a bit more freedom to actually be allowed to be myself, then I kind of want to get my own style. But I don't know. It's weird starting all over again too, because I kind of like the style too. So I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. She just started a new YouTube channel, and the link to this is in the description. Here's a link to the old one too if you're interested. I think she's gonna close it down, I don't know. And upload all the old animations to the new one. I still don't know why she started a new channel instead of just changing the name to the old one. But either way, this is hers and kind of mine. I'm still gonna help with animations like I said, and I will also be uploading my own drawings and speed drawings and things like that, so it will also be my channel if you're interested in watching that, because I don't want to post too much of it on my channel since this is a gaming channel, so it doesn't really fit, in my opinion. Once in a while is okay, but that's not what the majority of people are subscribed for. Oh, and maybe I should introduce myself too. It's probably about time. My name is Jasmine. I'm younger than the body, but I'm not a child like many of you think. And I don't want to be either. I can't help that my voice is like this. It's not the same voice that I hear in my head. It's just a weird thing that comes out of this body when I talk naturally. So I've accepted this at this point. So I don't know what you want from me. If I'm being honest, I can't really remember my name or my age still. So I just took the name that was in this body's description because no one else was using it. So can't really let it go to waste, right? I need to call myself something. So like I mentioned, I'm married to Lost My Sanity. And now that I've said that, I can actually post pictures and show you pictures of my pets and things like that, because now I don't have to hide everything. Thank you very much. So this makes me Norwegian and not Mordorian. So part of the reason for why I'm allowed to tell you this is because I need to hide when Lost is streaming, and when I come home I can't open the door and just say hello, just in case he's streaming, because then people will know that I live there too. And we do have our own Twitch too, YouTube accounts and stuff too, and always needing to double check that I'm not logged in as Victoria or one of the others when I respond to comments, and a lot of other reasons like that. It's pretending not to exist in my own home. It's just too exhausting and depressing, really. And now that you know, I can be myself again. I don't have to pretend to not be there or be another person like we do when we go out in public. So that's one of the reasons why I hate hiding. I really wanted to tell you. It's just been exhausting not being allowed to talk in my own home. Oh, and since so many people asked, the other voices are more similar, so I'm not allowed to stay in the room if I get too excited and forget myself, because my laugh isn't quite the same as the others. I do have a much higher pitch, so I don't think it is relevant, but I know you asked and I know you're going to continue to ask, so that's why I'm answering this. Victoria has the darkest voice of everyone here now. The others are somewhere in between hers and mine, so I bring my voice down if I talk to others that we know or go out in public, and Victoria brings her up and removes her dialect. And after years of having to be forced to do that, my voice is all over the place. I don't think my voice is that far away from the others, but apparently people who know about it think it's that far from the others. We still try to hide it from some of our close friends, even though they are supportive and can spot us when we actually switch, because we don't want to make them uncomfortable, even if it makes us uncomfortable pretending to be one person. And a few of our friends say that they are not uncomfortable, but it is clear to see that they are very uncomfortable if we are ourselves. So we agreed on putting their needs before ours. I really hate hiding, and I think I don't want to make people sad or uncomfortable. That's why I'm going along with it. So plus I get other perks if I follow the rules, so it's okay. I know that a lot of people still don't believe that depression and anxiety and other things like that are real, so I definitely didn't expect to be able to come onto the internet and have people believe me with this. I'm not so naive, even though it might seem like it. And like I've said to other people before, I don't know if we have been wrongly diagnosed or if we have something else. All they could do was tell the doctors and professionals about their symptoms, and that is the label they got. The label doesn't matter to us as long as we're able to get better. That's just how it is. It's not that important. I have for the most part accepted my reality, and I don't get upset if people don't believe me. Like I said before, please don't feel sorry for us because we are working very hard every single day, and we are getting better and better and better. This was so long and really not my cup of tea. I think that is all relevant information. The rest is private, so I'm done. This is everything they are willing to share. You're all caught up, so if you want to know more, you can go Google it. Lucky G! So I watched the last Q&A. If it's not the same one, I want to ask it. Oh, so what video or YouTuber made you record videos? Maybe you didn't get inspired by anyone? Actually, the reason why I started YouTube was because someone told me that I usually brighten their day, and that they thought that I could make other people happy. So yeah, that was pretty much it, so I thought I'd try. And it was a lot of fun making videos. Now I'm trying to take it a bit more seriously. I'm actually trying, because I'm not able to work a 100% job yet. So we have we're now able to work 50%, and we're not getting any benefits or anything like that. So I am trying to make YouTube a bit more of a job on this side, because it's something that I'm actually able to do, and I have gotten more time for it too in the body. I'm not able to be at a retail job. I just switch out, but this is a job I can do. And if I can do a job that I'm having so much fun with, and reading your comments and responding and making content, it would just be a dream job, really. It would be so much fun. I'm having a great time, and I'm going to do it either way, but yeah. I mainly did it to make people happy. Gunface! I have a question. Do you love me as a subscriber? Give me a heart if you do. I do love you as a subscriber. I platonically love you as a person too. You're all my banshees in the banshee community. So there, yes. Parker, not sure if this has been answered yet, but why did you come up with the handle Petting Banshees? Also, in your last Q&A, you mentioned English is not your native language. So what is your native language? And can you do a little dialogue in your native language? Leslie, would you ever consider selling your awesome artwork? Would you ever do commissions? Bonus questions! That's a lot of questions! Pineapple or on pizza? Thoughts? Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I don't like pineapple on pizza. But one of my elders likes pineapple on pizza, so sometimes we have pineapple on pizza. But she's the only one that eats pineapple on pizza, and it's terrible. Because even if you remove the tiny pineapple pieces, you're still gonna taste the flavor of the pineapple on the pizza. Come up with a handle Petting Banshees. I wanted something cute. Petting is cute. Can be cute. And we were just brainstorming, and somehow we ended up with it up with monsters and stuff because it's thought it would be really funny if someone is petting a banshee because you don't really know what if you see a person sitting there petting a screaming banshee, you're gonna think, what's going on over there? Because it's screaming for its dear life, but it's actually enjoying it. So it's kind of a dark humor, native language. And can you do a little dialogue? Yes, I can do a little dialogue. Jeg har en liten kanin som heter Easy. Han er 4 år gammel. Og hobbyen hans er å slikke på varmeovnen når den blir skrudd på for vinteren. Fordi han er rar, derfor. I have kind of a commission on my Patreon where you can become a banshee. So that's the only commission I'm doing right now because I'm struggling to put together videos because I have so little time and I do want to do other things in life too than just doing videos, even though I love doing videos and responding to comments and things like that. So I am selling my art on Teespring and on Redbubble, and you can find link in the description for that if you want to. Shelter! What are your favorite Dark Souls streamers / YouTubers? I truly hope I get an enjoyable answer. Well, considering I'm sleeping with one of them, I think my answer is going to be a little biased. I kind of have to say I lost my sanity. And if I wouldn't say I lost my sanity, I would say fighter, PL. Those are my favorite ones. Except for when they troll me, but I have a troll on the way too. So, away we go. I hope that was enjoyable. I don't know what you were looking for. Not Shadows 303. Do you live in Rent Nedifrisco? Huh? Nedifrisco? I think that answers your question. I don't live there. Why do you make me say all these weird words? Mr. Nowhere, do you have any advice for others that have the idea to have more confidence in themselves? That's pretty hard actually because I don't know, I think maybe I was the lucky one who got the more positive side of this. But of course I feel bad sometimes too, especially in this body. But for me it has helped being allowed to be myself and not having to pretend to be someone else. I am a bit worried about giving advice, to be honest, because just because I have the ID doesn't mean that I know what's best for people with the ID, since I'm not a doctor or a professional. I'm worried that if I give advice then I can maybe make things worse, and even if there's something that works for me, it doesn't mean it's gonna make your situation better. It might make your situation worse even though it makes mine better. So, well, that's a really hard question. But I guess I can say, and this is probably gonna sound super stupid and cringy, but it actually works for me. So I think surrounding yourself with people that has your best interest at heart and trying to spread positivity and helping people up, that's at least helped me. So I think the same rules apply to a person that's a part of a DID system as it does to a person who isn't a part of it. Even though you have the ID, you're still a person, even if it is fragmented. I feel like a full person. Surround yourself with people that wants the best for you and figure out what you like doing in life and then build on that. And I think you would find that you slowly build confidence when you see that you improve on what you love doing. Yeah, I think that's the best I can come up with, at least. And that's the only thing I can think of to say that I don't think would be harmful, because like I said, I really don't want to make your situation worse. And I really wish you good luck, even, I don't know if you have the ID or if you're asking for a friend or just curious. But I wish you the best either way. Shooter S. Hey, your first video title is You Asked For It, so I'm playing Dark Souls. So my question is, before your first Dark Souls video, you heard about the game or saw videos about it? And if you saw something, what was your impression about the game? Sorry for my English. I think your English is fine. It's probably better than my English, so... I have seen a few Dark Souls videos, but not a lot. Well, mostly Lost My Sanity's videos and Fighter PL. Well, I don't really watch too many of those videos, so most of the game was a surprise, to be honest. My impression was that it looked very difficult and that I really liked how the game looked because there's a lot of details in the background and in the monsters and things like that, so it really made me interested, and I think it might be a bit too difficult for me, to be honest, but I'm doing my best. But I don't know, I'm struggling to follow the story. I really want to know the story. So I think I'm gonna read up on it at some point. But the monsters look so cool. And there's a lot of cool weapons. And the places look so nice. So how can I not want to try and pick up that game? And also considering how much Lost is talking about it, I just had to try. And I liked it. J Bells, have you ever considered being a voice actor? I love when Cartoon You appears on screen and it's derpy or angry. It makes me roll on the floor laughing. I have not considered becoming a voice actor because I don't really think I would do a very good job. But thank you. I am going to make more poses and things like that. I'm working on it right now, so it won't be the same ones. But I'll try to put some more derp into it. Joseph Agay Jr. My question is, do you think that your channel will ever get big enough for you to be interested in / able to make more content more frequently? I think I'm surprised that my channel has grown as fast as it has, to be honest. It's kind of weird. After I started doing YouTube, I haven't had a lot more time in this body, so I think maybe... I'm pretty sure the more time I have, the more videos I will be able to make. More during the week, then yeah, absolutely. My goal is to make 2 to 3 videos a week in the future. But I do have a normal job and I do have the ID, so it's a bit difficult doing that, but still. It's good to have goals, and that's what I want to do. If I take YouTube more seriously and able to not just have fun with it, but also make a little money, then I might be able to also push out more content. But I need to pay my bills first, so that means the others has to go to work. Ryan Jigglyworth, could you see if any of the other personality people would mind coming out? I'm really sure that they wouldn't. I'm sorry. I mean, Victoria is doing her own thing on her channel, but that's animation. But I really don't think she wants to do gaming content. So sorry. And the others, I'm at 100% sure that they really don't want to. David, are you Gypsy Rose? Yes, I am. I have really good internet connection from jail. Silvio Perch, for the Q&A, what's your favorite type of creature? Ghouls, ghosts, werkins, etc. Well, it's banshees and sheep. Yeah, that's my favorite. Banshees and sheep, because they're absolutely adorable. Oh, and alpacas can kind of go into the same category, because it's just a stretched sheep, really. DS Knucklehead, do you do your own drawings and animations for your videos? If so, you're great. Thank you. I do most of my drawings and animations, but I'm also working with my friend Victoria. She also does a lot of she mostly decides on the animation. But I do need to say that Victoria is part of my DID system, so technically I make everything. I just black out for a lot of it. Uriel Cypher. So you're basically the real life version of Split. LOL. Nope, because that movie and the Glass movie is a really bad representation of what dissociative identity disorder is. And I don't eat people either. Ruben Gomez, please do a face reveal, and I would like to know more about your system, the name of it, and the name and ages of each one of you. Well, I hope you can do it. I did go into this. I'm not allowed to say the names or the genders or ages or things like that. And I know it's normal to have a name for your system, but we don't really have a name for it. I guess if I had to call it something... Not that I have asked the others if this is what they would be willing to do. I think some of them would think that naming your system is stupid. I don't really mind. I'm not really for or against, to be honest. But I guess if we had to name it something, it would probably be Whispering Jasmines, as in the flower, because that's what our Devent account is called. So I guess that would be the closest thing to a name for our system. Arno Blockery. If you ever had to do an in-depth video on how it is living with DPD, it's actually DID I have, DPD is something else. I know it's easy to get those confused. I would be very interested in that, to be honest. It's a very rare disorder, even though it is known for the wrong reasons mostly. Yeah, that's for sure, it's known for the wrong reasons. Of course, I can see how that might be very hard for you, so I can understand if you never make such a video. We will most likely never ever make a video like that, considering the people that we are. The others really don't want to do it, and I really don't want to focus on it. I want to do gaming content. So maybe I have no problem helping other communities once in a while, or raising awareness and things like that, but I mainly want to do a gaming channel. If you're interested in learning more about it, I will put the link in the description for a channel called Multiplicity and Me. With Jess, she started this, and there's a lot of people that are blogging, but her specifically seems like she's very genuine and has a lot of good information. Her system seems like really sweet people. So I don't know if everyone on that channel is a good representation or not, because I haven't watched a lot of them. I watched a little bit of her, and the others have watched a bit of her, and she seems to be focused a lot on the facts, and there are other people that blogs there too, so I think if you want to learn more, you could go there. Yeah, I hope that helped. The Undefeated Blue. That's kind of a cool name. If you weren't doing YouTube, what do you think your job would be? P.S. Love your videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I really appreciate that you like the videos. The other people in my body have a job. They are in retail. Not exactly the dream job, but studying turned out to be very, very difficult. So in the future, maybe we could study. I don't know. If I could choose, I think... I don't know what I would want to do. I know the other people in my body, one of them at least wanted to become a psychologist. And there's one that wanted to become, like what's that called? A translator? But I don't know what I want to do. Sorry! Voodoo King, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you rank Dark Souls? And double question, yay! What would you play? Would you play Bloodborne? I've answered that a lot. I might play Bloodborne. I don't know. On a scale of 1 to 10, it can be very frustrating because I'm struggling so much. But if I don't get stuck on the same place for over an hour, then I would rank it maybe 8 or 9. Because it is a lot of fun and there's a lot of cool stuff to look at and find. You can kind of be a hoarder in the game, and that's a lot of fun too. So yeah, take 8 or 9. But I'm just going by what I like and not by game mechanics or anything, because I'm not gonna judge that. Then it probably gets a 10, I'm guessing, but... I think I might have answered this before. For the Q&A, what is your favorite anime and why? I really don't know, but if I had to say one right now, I think it would be Madoka Magica. I think that's how you say it. And the reason for that is because it seems, it really is a surprise, because it seems like a really, really cute story, and then it turns so dark. And I don't know, it just really, really stuck with me, and it's had a really long-lasting impression. Also, things look cute. I like that. Really good story. I like the characters. And I like the story. And I like Cube. Stanley Sotomayor. What has been your favorite and least favorite areas and bosses of Dark Souls 3? I think my favorite has been the jellyfish guy. I don't know what it's actually called, but when me and Lost and Fighter was playing that, it was so much fun. I really liked it, even though I maybe did do the most of the killing, but still, I think that was the most fun boss so far. And my least favorite area is this area I struggled so much with in my last Dark Souls video because I spent so much time there and I couldn't get past it. There were so many enemies and I kept dying and dying and dying, and it just really wasn't fun at all. Elsie Barrett, are you going to play Cyberpunk 2077 when it releases? It has Keanu Reeves in it. I actually considered it, so maybe. Syrian Sirica, who's your favorite fellow YouTuber? I like Creepshow Art, and I like Shane Dawson, Lost My Sanity, Fighter PL. I don't watch all of Lost My Sanity and Fighter PL's content because there's a lot of Dark Souls, because those are the ones that popped into my mind right now. I don't really have any YouTubers that I watch all the time. I kind of roam around a lot. Steve the Bandit, Q, have you played Castle Crashers? The music you put for a lot of this stuff is from Castle Crashers, so... Oh, you know why I'm asking. Yes, I have. I really like the game. Got YMW92. When you posted the last video when you showed your hands, did you use magic? You know, to make them human, and is English the first language you learned? No. I used drugs on everyone watching the video, so you didn't see real hands actually. It was still a drawing. You were just all very, very high. My first language is Norwegian, and then I learned English. King Platinum. By the way, my question, recording software do you use? I use OBS, Premiere Pro, Photoshop, and I also use Audacity. Sanglier Extra Lucid. If you could go wherever you wanted, but just for a day, where would you go? Hello from France. Hello, France. Where would I go? I would probably go... I would go to that place. I don't remember what country it is, but it's a place where if it's raining, or it has rained a little bit, the entire ground gets covered and it looks like a mirror. So the clouds kind of looks like it's on the ground too. So when you're standing there, it looks like you're floating in the sky, and it is so cool. I think probably if I could only go for one day, I would go there. Cause that would be awesome. Eggy Kovac 97. What's your favorite bacterial? Real question. Do you like anime? Yes, I like anime, but I don't watch it a lot. And my favorite bacterial is named Barry. Not telling you what kind of bacteria he is, but his name is Barry. Kyram Hunter. Dogs or cats? Dogs. Cats. That's a very hard one. I think dogs because dogs are happier. Definitely dogs. Dogs. Dogs, dogs, dogs. What are you guys? Dog people or cat people? If I could choose, I would be sheep people, but that's not an option since it's just dogs or cats, but that is a dog. Christian Dean. Well, I wondered this. What's your outlook on weed or marijuana? I don't really have an opinion on it. I know it's legal some places, and I've heard that it's not worse than drinking alcohol, so... as long as you do it responsibly and not illegally and things like that, then I don't really have a problem with it. I don't do it myself, and I don't really drink either. I drink sometimes, but yeah, you do you. As long as you're not hurting anyone and things like that, so... TJ Lepic. Yay, Banshee, you did do. Okay. Question for the Q&A. Do you have any pets? Yep, I have 2 bunnies. This is Winter, and this is Easy. Employment opportunity for a cowboy. What is something you have accomplished in one of your hobbies, video games, drawings, etc. that made you extremely proud? The horse lobster. This one, or the horse lobster, right? And when I actually learned how to animate, well, I'm not really that good at it, but still, it made me really happy. Oh, and in sports, whenever I improve, that's also, that's so much fun. So yeah, when I learn new moves, That's also really funny. Petting Banshees, what do you think your best video is? The bedtime story is one of my favorites. The videos I made with Fighter PL and with Lost My Sanity, because we had so much fun together, so I think maybe that one. It's hard to pin down my favorite one. Or maybe Mother Simulator, because I had so much fun doing that one too. But I love doing co-op, so I think maybe the co-op is the most fun one. Crazy Robot. What makes you decide to play a certain game? I think it is funny how you can switch between Dark Souls and Stardew Valley on a dime. It is just random, really. It depends on my mood. I'm a person that doesn't really stick to one thing for too long. I need to switch between games or else I'm going to get bored. I can't play Dark Souls every day or Hand Simulator every day or just draw every day, because that's gonna drive me crazy. It's not really an issue for me as long as I'm having fun. It doesn't really matter what I'm doing. And playing a game, if someone puts a game in front of me, I'm most likely going to play it. Whatever people put in front of me is probably what I'm going to do. There's a lot of questions and I can't choose all of them, but I think I got most of them. I guess it could be for normal people too. How to have more confidence in yourself.
Oh, well, that's
a tough one.
Well, you know, yeah.
You need to have less confidence because you're kind of soaring up to God's level.
Yeah,
so.
I have a big ego, that is true. But if you want to have a lot of confidence, the first thing you just gotta accept is that you are going to be okay no matter what. If you accept
but
that...
that's not true, because not everyone's okay no matter
Okay, I'm
what.
trying to be positive here, because, yeah, that's true. If you jump off a bridge, you'll not be okay, so I'm not telling her or him to jump off a bridge. But I am saying that if you are going to miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You should be okay with failure. In fact, failure is just another step towards progress, towards success. Because if you failed in one way, then at the very least you learned that this doesn't work. And you have to feel confident about that. Even if it's business or if you're asking out a girl, you have to have like the guts to go over there and ask her out. And if she says no, then okay, you know what? She said no and her friends laughed and I was farting because I have nervous farts. But even so, you're going to be okay. And
this got really weird.
Well,
really fast. But how does that connect to the DID?
Oh, is it...
Coming from a person that doesn't have DID, what do you think?
Is this specifically DID people?
Yes, but I think it could apply to other people too.
Well, I suppose, yeah. I mean, just because you have DID doesn't mean that...
You're still a person even though you have a DID, so I think the same rules apply, right?
There we go. Can I go now? I don't need to go.
Are you gonna buy me chocolate?
I'm not buying chocolate. I'm just taking a quick walk to get psyched up. I'm gonna record some stuff now.
Okay.
Alright?
Bye.
I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you.
End of statement. Yeah, it's good enough. Good luck. Good luck figuring this out, Victoria, because I'm so confused by your notes. You need to make better notes if you want me to record a bunch of pages of stupid information. This is just unnecessary, stupid, and even just in case you don't get a flashback, now you know. But I'm only gonna be mad at you for 10 minutes. I don't hate you, but I'm really, I think you're being stupid.